that direction is set already. But it was, in my view, profoundly foolish to sign up to binding targets to CO2 reductions over a 10, 15-year period. Actually, in the grand scheme of things, if it takes 20 years, if it takes 25 years, it ain't going to make a lot of difference to the world.
Now, is it right that we go cap in hand to the Far East to get finance to actually finance our future energy policy?
Yeah, I mean, I believe in that it is simply unaffordable for governments to try and finance building new power stations. There's a wholesale capital markets there, and if the Chinese are prepared to invest in building power stations in Britain, I'm delighted to see that. I'm also delighted to see their involvement in the nuclear industry, because they are able to build their nuclear power stations massively cheaper than the Europeans can. And I think that what we need here is to be able to buy our power stations most cost effectively as possible. So I don't have an issue with that at all.
Let's turn to you. You're a guy from an amazing ancestry, aren't you? Churchill's, you know, your background. You seem a pretty ordinary guy to me. Have you never thought of going...
You mean by that I'm bald and fat?
No, I didn't say that. But have you ever thought of going into politics? Do you want to follow that?
I mean, I've always been interested in politics, but my elder brother got there first. And so that's one thing. The other thing, you have to decide pretty early on that whether you want to go into politics or not. Funnily enough, I was actually a contemporary of Ian Duncan Smith's, working in GEC, and at the time that he took the decision to go into politics, and you basically put your career on hold. And I decided I love running industrial businesses. It's been a passion of mine.
And you're an engineer.
Oh, well, I'm not an engineer, though I've always run engineering businesses, but I do love making things. But on the political side, I've always been interested in public service. I'm interested in policy issues. But politicians, too late now.
And have the politicians got it right on energy, do you think?
I think that it's a profoundly complicated issue. I think that in that word of the lovely Irishman who, when he was asked direction, said, "I wouldn't be starting from here." But we are starting from where we're starting from, and I think that we're going to go through a pretty rough and difficult time. Rough and difficult because Britain is going to be very short of power for the next 3 or 4 winters. And I personally doubt there will be actual blackouts, but we're going to be very, very close to that. And I think that the consumers are going to have to get used to the idea that low carbon electricity is much more expensive than high carbon electricity. But we will figure a way through. It's going to be complicated.
So you're not going to take a hand? You're not going to offer Mr. Cameron any advice?
But certainly not.
Thank you.